Yo, what's up guys, Gray here, and today we've got our week 3 battle of the BBL. We're going up against Boeseph and his Detroit Kecleons, I believe his team is. Make sure to go and show him some love, his link will be down in the description below, as well as all the other coaches in BBL for this season. And I will apologise now if my commentary isn't amazing. I had my COVID jab yesterday, and I'm not really feeling too many effects, but I've got like a bit of a shiver going on. My left arm is non-existent, I think, at this point. But I also don't really remember this game or what my prep was or anything like that. I just know that Kyurem-White kind of just wins. So yeah, gotta be careful for that. Yeah, what do I want to lead off with? I don't think I was expecting the Rotom fan at all, but honestly it seems like Cinderace is a pretty free lead. The only things that I've realistically got to be worried about are going to be, what, like Landorus and Kyurem. And I have my switch-ins to Landorus. I don't have my switch-ins to Kyurem. As much as I'd like to have switch-ins to Kyurem, I don't have a switch-in to Kyurem because I don't think there's anything that switches into Kyurem, especially Kyurem-White. If it's Scarf, it's a bit of an issue. But my Tapu Lele, I think, is, if I remember rightly from my prep, is there to deal with a Scarf variant. Specs, I outspeed with Narganadal and I outspeed with my Cinderace, so good luck, have fun to my opponent. It seems like the volume is a little low, but that's probably just my headset. Let me just turn it up a little bit. Yeah, never faced Andrew before, but he's been really good with scheduling. I know he went away, but we were meant to play before and I wasn't feeling great then. Does lead off the Landorus. I'm just going to go into my own Lando. I don't necessarily want to check to see if this is scarfed, because I will just die. So yeah, I'm just going into my own Lando. That does bring Kyurem in, and yeah, that would be a problem. That would be a problem, but pretty much regardless what I went into, it was bringing Kyurem in. So I'm going to switch. I don't think he's going to switch. He might just U-turn here. Yep. Could have just stayed in if I was feeling ballsy. Could have also seen if he was scarfed or not, but I would have thought you potentially wanted to go ahead and like check for my own damage. Tapu Lele against the Kyurem-White. Can I take one hit? That's all I ask. One hit. I am Assault Vest. That is the Serena. Okay. If this is Scarf, it could actually be a problem. So I'm just going to go out into my Corviknight. Like, there's so many potential Scarfers on this team. There's no Rocky Helmet on the Corviknight. He may also just go for U-turn once again. That's entirely possible, but I think I'd rather have this in. Triple Axle, okay. That's doing some decent damage. Guess 2 hits. Obviously sees there's not Rocky Helmet. I think Rocky Helmet wasn't the bring in this game, so I'm just going to click U-turn. Try and get some momentum for myself. This stays in. Probably goes for Triple Axle again. But no, it's going to switch out probably into the Bronzong, if I had to guess. The Rotom also makes sense. Is this Rocky Helmet? I don't think there's much we can really gather from that. I'm not gonna lie, I don't think there's much we can gather. I kind of want to just go back into my Cinderace, because it shouldn't be able to knock me out with any one hit. And Pyro Ball is free, if I remember rightly. Just gonna confirm. Pyro Ball is pretty free. I could also just U-turn. I'm fine with U-turning. He's going to withdraw, so I'm glad I made that play. And this is the Slowking. This is going to take over half. We are Adamant Choice banded. So yeah, this is going to hurt. It's Tangerberry. Interesting. This is still going to hurt. That does so much damage, that is absurd. Okay, he knows I'm banded now. Absolutely knows I'm banded. I kind of want to go into my Chonkus. No, I think that's like a backup check. I'm going to go into my Lando and I'm just going to click U-turn again. Just U-turning on everything. This shouldn't be doing so much damage. But it does give me Corviknight. Knockoff I don't think is doing enough damage. Let me just check. Yes, slow king. I'm not even entirely sure. That's got to be physically defensive, I think. Like U-turn's doing a good amount of damage. Yeah, I'm just happy to U-turn again. It just barely misses out on the KO. That's really unfortunate. I don't think Knockoff was doing more. So, I'm just going to go into my Corviknight. You can teleport here. Could also see an Ice Beam come out. If he's got it, it could be Scald as well. Scald also makes a lot of sense. Just going to slack off. That's fine. Once again, I am going to U-turn. This is kind of the aim of the game here, is just to keep momentum up. Perhaps should have gone Cinderace to keep momentum there, because this is a bit more defensive. So yeah, U-turn once again. I mean, it's doing a good amount of damage. And I think it's probably just going to want to... Okay, just before I click this, how much Scald will not knock me out? I kind of expect a slack off here. Yeah, okay. So now we get another free U-turn. Effectively just clicking U-turn, but this does not live U-turn this time, so this is much more free. He has one bug resist on his entire team, and I think it's a Rotom. So yeah, that's fine with me. Rotom's still going to take some decent damage. Right, I'm thinking maybe 20%, 30%. I mean, that's somewhere around that. Okay, that's correct. That may be defensive then. Let me check. Remote fan, if it's utility. U-turn doing 26 to 31, so yeah, it's looking like it's Fizz Def. Makes me want to bring... I can't really justify like potentially losing health on that. But we can Bronzong actually. That wouldn't put me in a bad place. How much is my Lele doing? Psychic probably does enough damage. I don't want him to bring in something that can put rocks up. So I think I'd rather go into Lando and click Knockoff. Then potentially... I mean, Pain Split is also a possibility here. I could just U-turn again. Like, I don't think Knockoff's doing that much damage. Probably knocking off Boots. I could also Smackdown. I think Knockoff's better. Like, it can Willow me, it can... Like, it depends if he predicts the Stone Edge here. If he expects Stone Edge, it just goes out into Serena. We get to see an item on this. I don't think we outspeed like a speedy Serena. Okay, it's lefties. How much does that do to offensive? 33 to 37. That's... I think it's just too risky to... You know what? I don't think they're going to click Triple Axel this time, just because I have the Corviknight in the back. So I'm happy to U-turn and get this damage. I thought I did EV well enough to live outspeed even. And I'm just going to bring out Corviknight. And keep this momentum going, we can literally just keep clicking U-turn quite freely. The triple axle comes out here, then synthesis, okay. That's fine by me, because it kind of gives me another free U-turn. And I can, like, quite happily just U-turn into Cinderace and click Pyro Ball. Because Pyro Ball should 2-hit KO the Slowking without, like, really any issue. This will outspeed me, so it won't be doing damage to Cinderace. So he's going to withdraw again, goes back out into the Rotom. This is fine. I literally just keep this momentum constantly. And Cinderace and Pyro Ball seems like a pretty decent play. I don't see any reason not to go for it. Like, Pyro Ball should absolutely just knock this out. It's so annoying because my mouse currently is not scrolling quick enough. Yeah, so I get a free Pyro Ball and this should pick up a kill. So yeah, Pyro Ball on this turn. And hopefully we connect. Regardless of what comes in, hopefully we connect. Like, my thought process here is that I've been U-turning every turn, I've been just keeping momentum constantly. But yeah, I think he's going to want to stay in, and this should just net me a kill. And this is one of the things that threatens Corviknight. That's gone, which is good. Also, our team is very healthy right now. So yeah, Lando may come in, Kyurem if it's Scarfed might come in. I guess Slowking as well could potentially, because it's got a free switch. I don't remember how much health it was at, but it may or may not actually be able to take the Pyro Ball from the range it's at. That's a Slowking, right? Okay, no, it's a full. It most definitely will be able to take a hit. I think Corviknight is like the best kind of mid-ground in terms of like anything it can bring in. Now he doesn't have Rotom, he doesn't really have a super effective hit against it, so if he teleports, I can always do something effectively. And he's going to Scold. Hopefully no burn, but if he gets the burn, it's what it is. Okay, he doesn't get the burn. That's fantastic. I think U-turn is pretty obvious here, but what would I U-turn into? I could U-turn into my Greedent actually and just start clicking Facade. That's honestly not a bad play. If he gets a Skull Burn, he gets a Skull Burn. If he doesn't get the Skull Burn, I click Crunch. I also could go to Tapu Lele, but actually I think that might be fine. I think Tapu Lele's like a decent... No, I think this is going to be able to deal with Tapu Lele. It doesn't look physically defensive, so I'm going to go out to my Greedent instead. And he's going to Scold. If he burns, it's not the end of the world. No burn. Okay, so I just click Crunch on this turn. I have no reason not to, because I think Bronzong is probably the switch in. But I can't be like guaranteed. I can't guarantee that I think that he's going to switch. Psyshock, that's fine. I'll have my Citrus. That just barely actually puts me into that range. But I'll be back up at full. Just kind of ideal. Does mean we've used our berry, which is not amazing, but at the same time this Crunch is going to do some good damage. Yeah, that is respectable damage. And I kind of want to just click it again. If I click Crunch again, what does he bring in? Realistically, not a lot. And if he wants to slack off, he's just risking burns. There's nothing he brings in that OHKOs me, outside of maybe Serena. I think he probably wants to keep this around. But like, he doesn't have an amazing switch into this. Yeah, it goes into Serena. If I clicked high jump kick, would have been quite clicked high jump kick, clicked the gyro ball, that'd be not bad, but once again I think I can just go into Corviknight. Like I said, there's not a whole lot that really threatens Corviknight, and this gives me another U-turn. Unless he U-turns himself, of course. Just Synthesis. Like, honestly, that's fine by me. Again, U-turn into Cinderace gives me Pyro Ball. Gives me a U-turn as well. I think U-turn is probably preferable at this point. But yeah, I'm just going to click U-turn. You could go out into Landorus here. Cosmo. That's the Bronzong. Again, that's like fine by me. Probably going to set up rocks, so I do want to go into my Cinderace and try and deny that. And this could be Occa Berry. I wouldn't be surprised at all. Notice lefties, so I don't think he's going to want to take this Pyro Ball. So I'm just going to go for a U-turn. If he stays in and rocks, that's probably like the worst case scenario for me. But I don't think he's going to want to just sack his Bronzong like this. Okay, he was going to. I don't know if Pyro actually just killed. I'm pretty sure it did. But he made a good read there. We did so much. Okay, that was another crit. I'm sorry. That's 2 crits and that sucks. I'm just going to back out into Corviknight. And I will slowly wear away at this thing if I have to. Because I'm expecting rocks to come out. Yep. And because it's lefties, this might be a little bit annoying. I should have clicked Pyro Ball on that turn. Should have clicked Pyro Ball. It's not like game ending at all, but could be a little bit annoying. There's so many chances I've got to be able to click defog in this game. I think U-turn is fine because it doesn't give away momentum. Because defog seems so likely here. Goes into Timmy the Kyurem, of course. And yeah, I could just go hard into my Tapu Lele. Because my Lele is here to specifically deal with this. And I can click Moonblast pretty freely. I do feel like the Slowking has a chance to come out here, but... And we're going to see whether or not this is like specs or not. Kyurem-White. We potentially have a chance. I do feel like this is probably switching. But I think Moonblast is still kind of free. So I'm just going to click Moonblast. Because I think, if I remember rightly, his Slowking will be at like 67%. I don't know if we've got enough investment. Like, it's just taking a bit of chip. So this Moonblast should always kill unless he's bulky. We don't take 2 Specs Ice Beams after that Rock's damage, but... That's the Bronzong? Yeah, Bronzong comes in. So if I get rid of this, no more rocks. Yeah, so there's no more rocks for the rest of the game, I just need to find a time to defog. And I think maybe Slowking comes in. If Slowking comes in, I want to bring in Corviknight. And yeah, then I want to defog. Because I also don't want my Psychic Terrain up with Sucker Punch still around, so I think all round that is my best play. I think for him going into Lando is probably... is that the Lando? That was the Lando, okay. Once again, I think I just want to go into my own Lando, but that could give him a free turn if he U-turns. I think I prefer Corviknight. Because once again, like if U-turn is his choice, then it's doing no damage, I'll be able to recover. If he gravities, that's probably like worst case, just U-turns. So there's still a chance that this thing is Scarf. Fusion Flare would knock me out if he is Specs. He does go into the Kyurem. Like, I think regardless of what I went for there, I gave him Kyurem. So, if he is not Specs, I don't think he knocks me out. What if he's Life Orb? I'm at 164. I'm at 82% Fusion Flare. If it's Life Orb, would be a roll. If it's not enough a boosting item, then it doesn't. Corviknight is kind of very good still against what's left. I could go into Greedent. I mean, I'm lacking my berry, but I think Greedent's going to be the play. If I've got to sack something in this game, I think it's got to be Greedent. If this is Dragon Dance, then it's an issue. So yeah, there's a Fusion Flare. We get to calc this to see whether it specs. Cool animation. So it puts me down to 75. We don't see an item. Fusion Flare. We're down to 75 HP. So yeah, that's looking specs. Not that I have a switch in to that. I kind of got to let the Greedent go down, and then bring in my Tapu Lele and click Moonblast. I could also click Trading Kiss into Moonblast. How much is Tapu Lele doing to a Slowking? With Moonblast, it's not doing an awful lot. If it's specs, I could also go into this and U-turn. I think that might be a better play, because I don't think he's going to want to take that hit. So yeah, go into this and U-turn out. If he stays in, I know he's locked into Fusion Flare. I don't mind taking this little bit of chip. Like that damage, unless I'm miscalculating it and it's like modest heavy duty boots or something, looks like it's locked in. So yeah, he's going to withdraw. Slowking comes in, fantastic. So U-turn will knock this out. And then I think I get Tapu Lele in. Yeah, I think Tapu Lele can come in here. I don't necessarily need to defog. I could also bring in Lando. I could also go Naganadal. Naganadal doesn't have much left to switch into it. But I think I prefer Lele. I just want to make it so he really doesn't want to go into Kyurem. We're at 133, so I do think that we should be able to still take even a modest, because that could have been modest damage from that Kyurem-White. It did a lot to Greedent. I was especially defensive Greedent, so Even if it's modest specs, it should not be able to knock me out. He hasn't actually seen an item yet on this. Goes into Jorgen. And once again, I think I just go Corviknight. I just go Corviknight. I think maybe he doesn't go for the Fusion Flare now because it's not as good against my team, but he still has a Serena in the back. We know that's not Assault Vest. He may go for Gravity on this turn. If he's got it, he'll go for it now. I would have thought. Because he's a bit behind. He needs to get the momentum back. Just goes for the Earth Power. That's like genuinely amazing for me, so yeah, I'm going to defog. I could also not let Kyurem back in, but I think I'm fine with that. We'll see whether he's Scarfed or not here. If he clicks U-turn, then he's not Scarfed. Okay, he does hard switch. Back out into Kyurem. But I would definitely like to get rid of these rocks. Clicking Iron Head would have been an optimal play. But since this is specs, it does just knock me out. But I think he might just go for Iron Head. Not Iron Head, go for Ice Beam. Fusion Flares, I should still be able to deal with Serena. Right? Should still be able to deal with Serena. Yeah, I got Naganadal. Yeah, he's going to Ice Beam, so we're going to take this hit just fine. I say just fine, it's going to hurt still. And we get the U-turn off. Tapu Lele comes in now. And gets to click Moonblast against something. Yeah, it just gets to click Moonblast, I guess, against the Serena. And once Serena goes down, it's less of an issue. Let's just have a quick look. If it's just max HP Serena. I mean, how much is... It shouldn't be doing too much damage with anything in return. But I do want to keep this healthy. Like, he's got to know that Kyurem is his win con. Moonblast into Psychic should do enough, I think. I don't remember what health his Serena's at. Oh, it's at full. Okay, yeah, Moonblast into Psychic will not do enough. In fact, 2 Psychics wouldn't have been enough, I don't think. Unless that's a crit. Nope. Okay, so I guess it's just offensive. At this point, it doesn't matter. I don't think me showing that I'm not Scarfed. I'd rather go for the Psychic and just get guaranteed damage. Do I outspeed this? Yeah, I do, because Lando outsped it. Now, at this point, it doesn't matter if I show whether or not I'm choice locked. Psychic does more damage, it confirms the KO. So, yeah, I'd rather do that. Lando gets to come back in. Like, I still got my own Lando for his Lando. As actually Kyurem comes in, this should drop to Moonblast. Does this gets Flash Cannon? Do I eat a Flash Cannon? Let me just quickly check this calc. Yeah, I easily take Flash Cannon as well. So I just got a Moonblast. He goes for the Ice Beam. As long as he doesn't freeze or crit, this should be fine. Okay, yeah, that's going to tank it, and Moonblast will pick up the KO. Fantastic. So we just got a Lando left. And I'm pretty sure it's choice locked. It should be able to choice lock itself into one move that will knock out my entire team. In fact, I don't know if this can even touch my Corviknight, so I'm just going to go Corv. I could also go Lando. Nah, there's no point. If this is Gravity and he's played it like this the entire time, fair play, but I don't think there's anything that will be able to... Okay, Rock Slide. Does this knock me out? Probably does. Yeah. My Lando should be able to deal with this, I believe. Lando against Lando. It's locked into... It's not Life Orb as far as I'm aware. Locked into Rock Slide. It's not really doing any damage. I'm going to Smackdown on this turn. He's at -1 as well, so yeah, that's doing virtually nothing. So yeah, Smackdown into Earthquake, and that should pick up the kill. He's got... actually, probably doesn't pick up the kill, but I'm still going to go for it anyway. And unless he flinches me many times, we should be able to win this game. Yeah. Another EQ does it. So it should be a 4-0 win, which is great because we really needed a win after our first couple of weeks where we just did not play well. Yep, there's the EQ. Everything kind of went as I had hoped. Like, if we'd lost momentum early, I think that was going to be a killer. Keeping momentum as long as we did, and were able to keep playing around it, making the right reads when we had to, I think that's, yeah, that was a much better game. After my first 2 weeks where I felt I played really badly, really happy to pick up a win this week because I really needed it. To have any chance in playoffs, I think I couldn't be 0-3 to start off with, especially in an 8-week season. But yeah, good game to Andrew, aka Boeseph. Make sure to go check out his side of it. I know he streamed the game. I'm pretty sure he streamed the game, in fact. But yeah, make sure to check out his side. If he posts it to YouTube, I'm pretty sure he would. And yeah, if you do enjoy the battle, please leave a like and subscribe. We moved to 1 and 2 with still a pretty terrible differential. I think it's -2, -3, something like that. So yeah, subscribe to not miss out on the rest of the season, as well as the UPA and other leagues that are coming up. And until next one, have a great day, guys. Peace.